There's something a lot of people do unconsciously, and that's complaining when they spend money. Wow, this is so expensive. Man, I'm going to run out of money. Money is scarce, it's not abundant, there's a lack of it. It really hurt to pay for this. And honestly, it seems normal and even kind of funny, well, if you look at it from the outside. But for the person actually going through it, it's stressful. But what almost no one realizes about this behavior, thinking that money is slipping away from us and that we don't want to let it go, we're paying but we don't want to part with it, we don't want to let go of the bill, is that we don't realize that those phrases we say, we're actually saying them directly to the universe. We're sending out a message of lack, and remember, the universe always gives just one answer, yes. It gives you more of the same, more of what you resonate with. Because remember, money isn't just paper, and it's not just big numbers in your account. Money, like everything else, is energy in motion. We're all energy in motion. It can come and go, and that's what it's meant to do. It's an exchange, it's a flow, and like all energy, it responds to the relationship you have with that energy. The problem is that many people want to have that abundance, but the message they're sending to the universe is the opposite, and they won't receive it because their relationship with money is based on fear. They don't want to lose it, they're afraid of losing money. Every time they spend something, they feel a huge loss. Every time they spend again, they feel like they're running out of something, like something has been taken from them. And that emotion, that regret, that thought, becomes a direct signal that the frequency of the universe picks up on. It's not aligned with abundance. The signal is direct and clear. Losing money hurts me. Spending hurts me. When money leaves, I feel inadequate. Money goes away. The universe isn't going to argue with you or try to explain things properly. It simply simplifies what you've asked for, what you're affirming. If your energy around spending money is fear, your experience with money will continue to be full of fear. We've been programmed to think that the universe is lacking, that things will run out, that we have to hold onto them, and that if we lose something, it won't come back. So we were raised with that education about saving and wanting to keep us trapped in that fear, but the universe is abundant. We need to align ourselves with that frequency, knowing that more will come. If you give something, you'll get back double, triple. Give it willingly, give it knowing that someone else will make good use of it. If every payment you make feels like a loss, your mind will keep creating those scenarios of loss, because the human mind doesn't distinguish between something casual, A casual complaint like, money just slips away and I feel bad about it, can turn into a deep-seated belief. It believes it's real, your mind is convinced it's real, that you're living in survival mode where your money is slipping away and won't come back, and it gets tense, and that feeling of fear and anxiety doesn't align with abundance. Everything you repeat with emotion is a direct message to the universe that gets amplified. Imagine that you're sending that anxiety out to the universe and it says, okay, you live in anxiety, you live in lack, I'll send you more of the same. I say yes to that. And this is when we need to reprogram ourselves so that something curious, something different, can happen. You have to say, I am money, I am the energy of abundance. Because remember, people who say every day that they want more money, but leave their homes anxious about losing the money they already have, it's like wanting water to flow in a river that's stagnant, that's blocked. Money, like everything in life, needs movement. It needs to come and go. The problem isn't spending. The problem is that attachment to wanting to hold on to money and getting anxious when it leaves. Money becomes an emotional security. It becomes an identity. It turns into that fear of losing something. So, at that point, money stops being a tool and becomes a burden. From that state, your flow gets blocked. Abundance, remember this, is not about accumulating. Abundance is about trusting in the flow. And it's not about spending carelessly, thinking, oh, it'll go and it'll come back. It's about changing that internal relationship with money, how you perceive it. Instead of feeling that sense of loss when you pay for something, you need to be aware of the exchange of that energy. Like I was saying, we're giving something so that someone else can enjoy it, and more of the same will come back to me. I'm receiving something that the flow of life will bring me more of. Money comes in, it moves, it's energy, it circulates, it flows and it comes back, like I mentioned. But money that is experienced from a place of lack turns into a scarcity mindset. Maybe you have a lot of money, but in your mind it's never enough and you're living in that sense of lack. And it slips away from you. Suddenly you say, "Oh, why do so many things happen to me? I always have to be spending money." Well, it's because of that same fear of holding on and not letting go, when the message you're sending to the universe is, "Take it away from me because I'm afraid and leave me with nothing." So, remember that every time you're paying for something and you complain, every time you see that expense as a wound, as harm to yourself, and every movement of money is made with fear, the only thing you're affirming to the universe in this life is that deep sense of lack that you can't escape because you're programmed that way. But when you understand that money is an energy, something can change within you. Your relationship changes. When you start to see it as a normal, natural flow of life where we give willingly, receive willingly, and then give money again and money comes back to us, we're participating in an exchange of abundance. This is where everything balances out and the universe gives you what you deserve, what you are. I invite you, the next time you pay for something, to observe yourself. Notice how you feel when you let go of money. Notice what you're saying when you're paying for something. Notice what you think when you're letting go of money, because in that moment, you're not just paying a bill, you're making a direct and profound statement about abundance. Money picks up on the emotion behind how you deal with it every day. And ask yourself something very simple. Every time money leaves, do I say goodbye to it with fear? That fear of, "Oh man, it's leaving and it's not going to come back." Or how are you perceiving and feeling it? Or do I let it go, trusting in the flow, like, "Okay, I pay it. May whoever receives it enjoy it. It's a fair payment for what I'm doing, and more will come back to me because I know the universe is fair with me." At that moment, the energy responds and honestly, money starts to flow into your life. Abundance begins when you stop treating money as something you're just accumulating. And when you start to see money as that energy that flows, that comes and goes, and that you deserve that abundance, you begin to align yourself with the frequency that the Creator wants for you so that you can be well. Okay, we'll leave it here. If you enjoyed this little reflection about money, don't forget to leave a comment. Send me a bill. No, I'm just kidding. And, well, I wish you lots of abundance. Thank you.